today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Throwing to start here is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Tua. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here we go. Here we go. This is great.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the ball is knocked out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 104 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. To throw is Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now Goff on 1st down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Williams, running right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. About half yard from the end zone. Take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jason Kabinda, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Well, some more great football coming your way in prime time to wrap up the month of October. It starts tonight. Could it be a Super Bowl preview? The Packers and Bills from Buffalo at 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow, Halloween night, Monday Night Football, the Bengals and Browns from Cleveland. And how this game has changed in importance in recent years. That starts at 8:15 Eastern.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On the set.
Now a second down and 6.
Ready, ready. Set, go.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. From the gun, it's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Dolphins now at 2-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Wilson with a first down carry. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd down, Mostert. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Caught, it's Wilson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Here we go, set, right, 95.
Tua now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, Hill, great grab. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the turnover, it's Tua into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. 30. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Detroit's offense ready to take over. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jamal Williams. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So really a nightmare of a first half for him, Charles. His 2nd lost fumble already.
And when they hand us a stat sheet, Brandon, and we see 2 lost fumbles, we usually think quarterback or running back, don't we? It's not often you see guys on the perimeter lose the ball like that.
So the Lions offense ready to go back.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, Tagovailoa.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, good work in that first half. More from you guys in a minute. But first, let's get to some scores right here on the day before Halloween. We'll begin in the Meadowlands, an AFC's matchup between New England and the New York Jets. And it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. Kareem Hunt with a touchdown run. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Sam Watkins, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. 2 touchdown passes there for Dak Prescott. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Gone. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Here's Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They'll try and run here with Mostert. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, they showed a 5-receiver set, had the backfield empty, and lined the running back out to the left. Plenty for the quarterback to process both pre and post snap, but he was able to find his man, and it turns into a big play.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert, and he'll take this down to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Open net is Waddle, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 2.
Two and a throw again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Mostert will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Back to throw, Goff. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now it's Goff. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you could just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And there's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Goff. This one complete to his running back, Jamal Williams. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Goff now looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here come the Lions now.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
In search of redemption from the pick six. Goff.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That incompletion brings us one snap closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson, a 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. They have the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On first down, Goff. Complete. This is Lewis.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Off play action. Here's Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, 49 yards.
And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So Goff will lead his guys up to the line to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Igbenogany going to take it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami,
the loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year.
And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile,